guys, it's Stormy here. I know you haven't heard anything from me in over a year, and all of a sudden I'm here on a video live. It's me. Uh, there's only a couple videos that I had, like, me and a camera, but it was really weird because I couldn't, like, I had the video and me talking on the same track, so if I tried to fast forward the video, it like fast forwarded me talking. It looked really weird, so that's why I didn't do face cam or anything before, because I do fast forwarding so much when I do the games, you know, when I edit them. Okay, so anyway, I had thought that it would be really, really weird if after over a year I just randomly put a video up on the channel. So I thought that I would just explain what had happened and everything. So yeah, it was like my computer just kept crashing all the time. And it wasn't always just games. It would be like I would walk out of the room to get a drink or something, and I'd come back and the computer would be turned off. So I got really frustrated with it, and I quit playing for a while. And then at one point I started playing some again, but I didn't like really tell anybody or anything. Because I didn't want anybody to like think, oh yay, she's she's got it working again. So I actually played Sims 3. I did the entire Apocalypse Challenge, and I have now no proof that I did it. I took screenshots of the entire thing, and I was going to write a story about it, and I lost them. So at some point after I had finished the Apocalypse Challenge, something happened and I quit. I guess I got frustrated with the thing crashing constantly, because when I was really excited to do the Apocalypse Challenge, I didn't care as much when it was crashing constantly, because I would save constantly knowing that it was going to happen. But once I finished that, I had no motivation. And I know, I can't remember what it was, but I know something else was going on at the same time that, made me not want to do it anymore too. So I don't know, fast forward a little while, a couple months, and I was talking to my brother and telling him all the problems that I was having, and he said it sounded like my hard drive was failing. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I bought a new hard drive, and I decided, you can call me paranoid, whatever, conspiracy theorist, whatever. I seriously think that Windows caused a lot of my problems that I was having. So I decided that on the new computer not the computer, the new hard drive, I would have Linux. So I had to like learn how to use Linux and everything. And everything was going good. I had everything set up. I hadn't figured out how to make videos or anything. I still hadn't figured out the problems that I was having with my blog, so I wasn't doing any writing with screenshots or anything. And the thing is, at that time, I still had my old hard drive. So, I wasn't convinced that it was the hard drive that needed replaced, that was my problem. So at some point I couldn't get into the hard drive anymore to get anything out of it. I was trying, I can't remember, I was trying to play something, or no, I think it might be that I wanted those pictures from that Apocalypse Challenge, and I couldn't get to them. And I ended up, I don't know if you've formatted your hard drive before, but the way that you can do it with Windows is you can format the hard drive, and then it puts all your stuff that was in like your documents folders and stuff, it puts it into I think it's like a folder's name, something named like old/old Windows or something. Well, so I thought if I could format that, I might be able to at least dig those out of that, /old Windows files. I can't get into them. Now I can't even get that hard drive to open. So no, I have no proof that I finished that Apocalypse Challenge. It's so frustrating to me. So frustrating. And then I had, for my Sims 2 Apocalypse thing, I had a bunch of pictures that I had taken, and I just never wrote the stories for them because I was having so many problems with my blog. And so I lost all those too. I have no idea why I didn't back them up. I really don't. I have no idea why I didn't back them up. I have no excuse because I constantly tell people save and back up your save files to an external blah 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 blah, and then I didn't do it. So yeah. So what I ended up doing is I tried to take a, what is it, like a, where they take the files off of the hard drive, recover. I tried to do this recovery thing, and it somehow, I was trying to recover those files and put them onto my Linux drive, but it somehow like messed it up or something. And like one day my Linux drive just, everything, the computer just closed down, and I freaked. I'm just like, no, there's no way that I'm still gonna have this problem, and I was just like, F this, and I quit playing on the computer. I didn't even turn on the computer for months. Yeah. So, gosh, I don't know. Well, I'm trying to remember what even made me, like, get on the computer. I know, for one thing, like, I have been missing writing so much. Like, for a long time there, that was, like, my identity was writing, like, my Sims blog thing, and then I quit playing Sims, so I started doing videos, and then I started playing Sims again, so I started doing Sims videos and other videos, and, yeah, I don't know. So what was I going to say? Oh, so I went on the computer, and the first thing I did is I deleted all those recovery files that I tried to take off of the other thing, and it's not crashed once. So, and now if I plug in that other hard drive, it tells me that the hard drive is failing or something like that. It gives me some kind of an error message. So, my brother was right. So yeah, and then I decided, dang it, I'm gonna figure out what the problem is with my blog, and I ended up fixing it. I've got a whole post about it on my blog, so I'll link that so that I don't have to go over the whole thing, because I mean, if you're watching a video, you might never look at my blog, so but if you're interested, it is actually something that anybody who uses WordPress might want to know. So yeah, you might want to check that out. And so yeah, I got my blog working, and it's just like super excited. I want to start writing, and I have been trying I had been trying before I gave up, when I got mad and quit playing on the computer for months. I was trying to get Sims 3 to work, and at that time I couldn't get it to work. I was trying to put like a virtual desktop thing and blah blah blah, because I couldn't get it to work with Lutris. That's what you use on Linux, is the Lutris. But so I was like inspired after I got the thing working. I'm like, yes, this is it. I'm gonna get Sims 3 working, and I did. I got Sims 3 was working. I ended up getting uh, Sims 3, not Studio, what's it called? PE. Sims 3 PE working. I got CC Magic working. And people who play or use Windows are probably like, oh, I can't believe you spent all that time trying to get those things to work when you could have just made them work on Windows. But I'll tell you, I mean, I conspiracy theorist. I have major issues with Windows, so I'm happy to, sit and take forever to try to get something to work. It took me like 4 hours, I think, yesterday or the day before to get CC Magic to work. But oh my gosh, it was so worth it. Holy cow. I got all these default replacements, and I went to start up the game with them just in my mods folder. The game wouldn't hardly start. I mean, it just sat there and sat there and sat there. I'm like, oh no. So yeah, the next day I got CC Magic and got it, and man, it runs good, and I have so much stuff in there. Yeah, and I have to re-download all of my CC and everything. I had everything backed up for Sims 2. I had my entire Sims 2 Ultimate Collection file backed up. That had all of my CC, it had everything in it, all my settings that I use. I did have my graphic rules CGR or SGR and graphic cards SGR. I did have those for Sims 3 saved on a backup, thank goodness, because I mean, I could have just sat and gone through the tutorials and done it all over again, but I mean, one less thing that I have to do, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've been just going crazy. So I started a new game in Sims 3 in Sunset Valley, and I decided I'm just gonna put in 2 expansion packs just to start off. I did Seasons and Pets because those are my favorites, and I decided I'm gonna play the whole neighborhood because I wanted to test out rotational play for Sims 3 because that's the only game that I've not done any rotational play in, and Sims 3 is like, I think it would be so cool in an open world to do rotational play, because that was my favorite part of it in Sims 4 was you went somewhere and you'd see all your other Sims that you play out there, but this way I can spy on them even when I'm not playing them. And if I use the NROS mod, I could just right click on them and switch to that household for a minute, play them for a second, and then switch back to the other one. You gotta love it. I love mods. So yeah. So that's what happened. And wow, this is a lot longer than I have been talking for a really, really long time. Can you believe it? I can't. I don't normally talk at all. So yeah, I've got that all set up, and long story short, I set it up. I played it like a day and a half, real time, like 5 households or something like that, and I'm like, oh, I know. I watched this video of somebody, and I'll put the link in the description of who it was, but she had more realistic Sims 3 Sims or prettier Sims 3, I don't know. Anyway, so I decided to just watch this video, and she recommended all kinds of different skins and all of this stuff, and I'm like, let me compare my skins that I've been using, my default replacement skins, to the ones that she uses and talks about being so great. So I downloaded hers, put them in, and then, I took a picture with what I thought was mine in, and then I took a picture of hers, And I look and compare. I'm like, what on earth? Oh, and then I took a picture with no mods or CC in, and there was like no difference between what I had been doing. And it turned out that I didn't have that folder in, or those files in the folder this whole time that I had been playing for like a day and a half. So yeah, that happened. Um, so I ended up I I did compare the two different skins, the ones that she was using, the ones that I use, which is like the Primer HD or something, and I still like the ones that I use. And let me think. So yeah, uh, the little thing that I had been doing, I've been just kind of experimenting in that save, doing a couple things, but I'm not going to keep playing them. I think what I'm going to do, I'm thinking about doing a Lepacy, and then after the Lepacy is over, starting over with the Ultimate Sim Challenge, because the Lepacy doesn't really have any goals at all. It's like a legacy, and you move from one town to another, um, going by the order that the packs were released. But there's like no goals. Like the Ultimate Sim has so many goals. Um, but the problem with Ultimate Sim is that you have to have all these different packs already in, because you go to university to start, you're a werewolf to start. I'm not sure where the daycare career comes from, but you do the daycare career. So I thought if I did the Lepacy, and then after that's done, I think it's like 12 generations, um, I could do the Ultimate Sim going all the way back to Sunset Valley, and then that one goes to also store worlds like Barnacle Bay and stuff like that. So that's the plan. That's what I'm planning on doing. And I haven't started it. I haven't started the save or anything. I was trying to get, and that's another thing. It took me forever. Well, I already had OBS um, installed. I didn't have the settings done, so I watched a couple videos yesterday and had everything set up. And that's another thing, losing the hard drive sucked, because all my settings that I had in like OBS and all these different things, all gone, all lost. I mean, the biggest thing, for me was losing those screenshots. I do have the spreadsheet that shows the things for yeah, talk. I can do that. The Apocalypse Challenge. That's it. Yeah, I do have the spreadsheet for that because it was through a Google Documents thing, so I have that. So I have no other proof that I did. And part of me wants to do it again, but also this chair, like, stuff comes off of it. I want to do the Apocalypse again in Sims 3, but also, like, if I start playing Sims 2 again on the channel, I'll probably be doing, or on the blog, for the blog, I'll probably be doing an Apocalypse challenge there, because that's what I've been, like, it's an ongoing thing. So anyway, that's what's been going on. It took me forever to get, like, everything set up in OBS. Oh, and I couldn't get my mic to work, and it turns out, like, I had the mic plugged into a different USB. There's like 2.0 and 3.0 or something like that, and I had to swap a bunch of USB things, but I spent forever trying to get it to work. So I got my mic set up. I got, the video recording settings set up, so it's all ready to go. We're ready to go to start playing again and putting out videos, and yeah, so I have that all planned out, and hopefully my plan works with taking screenshots as I'm playing and kind of cutting that part out, but that way I can still write practice to the same things that I'm playing, if that makes sense. Because I know some people like to read and some people like to watch a video, or maybe you didn't have time to watch the video, then you can sit and read the, I don't know, 5-minute update that would be normally 30 minutes or something. I have no idea. All right. So, that's all, I guess. This has been a lot longer, like twice as long to explain all this than I thought it would be. But it is good to be back. It is good to have my computer working. I am very, very happy. Yeah, I've got my blog working, the computer's working, I've got Sims 3 is running really good. Sims 2 I had working before I had quit playing on the computer for a while there, but I had already set up Sims 2. So yeah, that was easier to set up, surprisingly, than Sims 3 was for me. So that's all. Oh, and I started writing a couple things for my blog about how to run like Origin and Linux and things like that. So if you, are interested in that, let me know. I haven't published them. It's just like they're sitting there. I do that all the time. I get an idea, I start writing something, and then alright, so thank you for sitting here and listening to me yammer on, and I am really, really, really looking forward to starting to make videos again. So yeah,